So Socrates have started with something called as dialectics. These dialectics influence Plato in many ways. And one such influence I'll show in you in Theory of Justice. Welcome to Theory of Justice. This chapter consists of multiple concepts which is given by Plato, and this is one of the starting concepts which you can do. And here we are going to cover Plato in this orderly fashion. So the next episodes of this will be theory of justice, theory of education, communism, and all. Let's start with the theory of justice. Justice is basically a central theme of all the ideas of Plato. Plato felt that if justice is the one thing that to be corrected first, because justice is, it is not a just state that asked Socrates to drink hemlock, right? If it is a just state, if there is a rationale behind the verdict, then Plato thought that Socrates would not have been killed, and Plato have seen that Socrates is one of high intellectual in that particular era. So, so here that is what I'm explaining here, that Plato thought that it should be the central theme of his one of his premature works, which is the Republic. So the Republic, whatever we see here, s- which runs around the concept of justice. And there is one more concept in Socrates. If you remember that I have told you about a dialectics. Here, dialectics is uh, very much important because the whole Republic is just nothing more than that of a narration. It is not like a book, not like a stanza, first stanza, second stanza. No, never. It is more like person one speaks something, and then person two speaks something, person three will speak something. Then there will be getting a synthesis. Just if you are very much interested in it, you can maybe download through multiple sources. You download the Republic book and see it. You will understand more. So basically, there will be synthesis, which is attained through thesis plus antithesis. We have studied about this. So this is what happens. I have given an example in this table also here, but you have to see that book once. Very good book, very interesting book. Okay, so basically whole book will be like this. Socrates will be asking his disciples about something, then some disciple 1 will tell something, some disciple 2 will be telling something, some disciple 3 will be telling something, then Socrates will be saying that acha, okay, disciple 1, I'll give you arguments, and then I'll give you disagreements, agreements and disagreements, something like that. There will be discussing. These discussions are just noted down in the Republic, nothing more than that. Don't get confused or remember in this way. Whichever way I said to remember, you remember in that way. You will remember and reproduce in the examinations. So this is what happens. And we see here Plato wanted to discover true meaning of justice in both individual state and state. This is what you have to differentiate between. For example, basically it is basically city state. So he want to discover what is true meaning of justice. So in the Republic, what he attains the synthesis is, we'll discuss this particular synthesis statement after discussing this table. Okay, because in book 1 of the Republic he will be writing about these 4 to 5 characters. Not only 4 to 5 characters, usually you find these people very frequent. That what Cephalus told, one disciple of Socrates, and then what Polemarchus told, and then what Thrasymachus told, what Glaucon told, and Adeimantus told. These are the characters. These are the people, real people who are discussing, doing dialectics there on spot. Then manlo like this, like Socrates have told that, guys, what is your definition on justice? What is your definition? What do you mean by justice? Then Cephalus told that honesty, honesty is justice, and then paying debts. Paying debts means, see, Socrates also the last statement, if you remember, in one video I have told that last statement of the Socrates is pay debt. So they have given value, very big value to the concept of debt. It might be monetary, it might be anything else, but the concept of debt is given more value in the times of Socrates and Plato. Hope you get it. So Cephalus, who is influenced by Socrates, he told that honesty, and paying debts is the definition of justice. Then what did Plato tell in his book? Basically, Plato told that this is very simple. If one is honest and pay debt, it is not justice. You cannot create a just state. Just state is nothing but just a state uh, with a simple uh, change in the definition. Search for it, because that is called active learning, which I tell you whenever I tell you to search for it. That means that you will be learning actively. Search for just state and the justice. See, these are all philosophical, more philosophical. So don't get into the philosophy. PSIR is a science. Don't get, it will be integral approach. You have to do it the integral approach here. So let's go with it. He told that honesty and paying debts is what the justice of definition is. And Plato told that it is too simple. I don't agree to this. And then there is one guy called Polemarchus. He told that if you help friends and harm enemies, that is justice. So that maybe Polemarchus maybe might be thinking that in Athens, uh, he's in Athens, and he was thinking that harming enemies, which is Sparta, is justice. That is what Polemarchus might be thinking that time. So help friends, harm enemies. That is what the thing. So basically, Plato tells that uh, more it is morally wrong. Justice cannot harm. A justice cannot harm. Justice cannot be harmed. How can justice be harmed? If you harm someone, is it justice? No, never. Never. That wouldn't be justice. That is what Plato's response is. This is what I'm saying. Think rationally, you will get it. So next, Thrasymachus told that advantage of stronger is justice. Whatever the stronger people say, that is justice. This is more like a populist. This is not justice. This populist term itself is a reason for the death of Socrates. So will Plato agree? Never. That is what he told. False. Power without wisdom is tyranny. Power without wisdom is tyranny. That is what he is telling. Wisdom should have power, not the populist governments, not the democracy. He is against democracy. He is against open markets. That is what he is against open society. We'll be discussing about the open society and all in the upcoming videos. Don't worry about that. But now the Glaucon and Adeimantus told that it is a social contract. People act to avoid punishment. These people are in another level. They are in the spiritual level. They are in the spiritual level in thinking. These people they are from the different levels. They understand it, multiple things in multiple ways. I understand these things in one way, which I am explaining in a video. Maybe you will be understanding something in other way. The same things will be understood. For example, if I teach, maybe this video reaches 10,000 people, and 10,000 people will have 10,000 different opinions on the video. So in that way, Glaucon and Adeimantus is on the spiritual level. They are saying that people are just acting, nothing more than that. People are just acting just to avoid punishment, and that is called a just state or a justice. So then he said that Plato told that justice is valuable in itself, not reward, not fear. He's saying that you are doing it more spiritually, don't do that. So then Plato's concept of justice is what he defined. Justice is the condition of harmony, which means that balance. When every part performs its action without interference with others. Just do not interfere with anybody. Do your allotted action. Do your work, which is allotted to you. And is that harmony is justice. That condition is justice. Then we can achieve a just state. Justice is doing one's work and not meddling. Meddling means interference with others. This is what the exact statement in Republic Book 4. There are multiple volumes. This is Republic Volume 4. This is the exact statement by Plato for the definition of justice. So now we observe that we get something called as what is justice. It is more than it is not more than harmony, which is added to functional specialization. What is functional specialization? You should not meddle with others, right? That given something called as class division, which in Indian society we call it varna. And this varna or Varn, which is to be discussed in the history, not here. And this one we'll discuss in GS history also, but we'll discuss later whenever it is needed in PSIR. But as of now, the class division is needed so that whenever he told something called as justice is nothing more than harmony or balance and not meddling with others is what justice is. That is how the justice as a definition it evolved. This have given rise to tripartite soul of men. What is tripartite soul of men, or myth of metals, or noble lie? We are going to see this in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, definitely do like, share with your PSR friends or anybody who wants to know this topic.